Candace Owens, she just can't help herself. Now she has compared what conservatives are going through as the same dehumanization as what Jews in Nazi Germany went through. She says the same thing, the exact same thing. On her podcast on Wednesday, Candace Owens launched into an unhinged and unsubstantiated diatribe in which she claimed that conservatives are being dehumanized in the United States, much like Jews were in Nazi Germany. Where do I freaking start with insanity like this? Here's what she said during the podcast. During the Holocaust, the Nazis referred to the Jewish people as rats, as another form of dehumanization, said Owens. I bring this up because right now in this country, in America, conservatives are being dehumanized. I'm gonna say that again. Conservatives right now in the United States of America are being dehumanized. That is not up for debate. Well, madam, it is up for debate. And will you please respond to my producers who have been requesting you to come and debate me? I would love to debate you on this topic or any other topic. As a matter of fact, I will be so fair. I will allow you to choose the topics for the debate. She goes on to say, the CDC said this is now a pandemic of the unvaccinated, said Owens. The idea is to make millions of people believe that conservatives are vermin. And of course, vermin is to be dealt with, right? Well, first of all, that's what you're saying, by the way. She goes on to say, that is why the Biden regime is stepping up or stepping to the plate to deal with us. Biden's government, like all evil regimes before it, is doing the population a favor. They're conquering misinformation. Guys, they're dealing with the vermin. They're gonna control the flow of information. In other words, they're going to brainwash the masses. Damn, that sounds awful. I mean, that sounds just as bad as what, I don't know, somebody like Ben Shapiro may have said. Remember when Shapiro said, Israelis like to build, Arabs like to bomb crap and live in open sewage. This is not a difficult issue. Ben Shapiro, Twitter. Or maybe this kind of sounds like rhetoric that Candace has said before, because remember, she's saying that people are dehumanizing conservatives. Here's what Candace Owens said about the late murdered George Floyd. We've turned George Floyd, a criminal drug addict, into an icon. We are promoting Satan's shoes to wear on our feet. We've got Cardi B named as Woman of the Year, but we're convinced it's white supremacy that keeps Black America behind. How stupid can we be? I got some other examples of how stupid you can be.
Isn't it crowding your country the fastest way to despoil it, to pollute it, to make it, a place you wouldn't want to live?
Massive demographic changes have been foisted upon the American people. And they're changes that none of us ever voted for and most of us don't like.
Let's say you're a cocaine dealer and you kind of look like one a little bit.
We have a moral obligation to admit the world's poor, they tell us, even if it makes our own country poorer and dirtier and more divided.
Do you understand, and I'm not saying this in a condescending way, you're smarter than I am,
Sure.
But do you understand what the New York Times wants and the far left want? They want to break down the white Christian male power structure of which you're a part, and so am I. And they want to bring in millions of foreign nationals to basically break down the structure that we have.
We keep marrying other species and other ethnics and other.
Are you sure you're not suffering from some of the causes
Swedes,
of dementia right
now? See, the problem is the Swedes have pure genes.
But it's conservatives who are the victims. Dina Doll, come on now. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, honestly, it's almost like, what can you say? It is so disturbing what she's saying, using the Holocaust, really. Yeah. I mean, and when I kind of delve a little bit deeper here, it seems like her main thing is trying to say how awful social media is. The fact that this is kind of not, conservatives no longer have a voice on social media. And it's interesting because her husband was named CEO of Parler in May. So to me, this seems like an advertisement for Parler, and she definitely did not disclose that conflict of interest in that segment. What better way to rile up potential Parler customers than tell them, hey, you're being dehumanized and you don't have a voice. And it's really too bad, though, that she does it in such a disgusting and dangerous way, by using the Holocaust. At the end of the day, there's sometimes it just comes down to money, right? And corruption, and
Yeah, I've seen what she used to say about Donald Trump before she figured out she could make money by promoting him. I remember commentary that she had when she was on the other side of the political ideology until she figured out how she could draw a lane for herself and start making money. I have a theory. I don't think Candace is a Republican. I don't think she's a Democrat. I think she's a moneycrat, and that is it. But she is a dangerous moneycrat in that she will go so extreme with her rhetoric, and she will be so insensitive with her verbiage. It hurts communities. It violates the trust, the common trust that people put into her. It's unfortunate that there are folks who are true believers in the rhetoric that she spews. But really, you have a whole lot of white bigots who pay her to say crazy things about all of the other races, including black people, or especially black people.